He had anticipated this moment so keenly that planned with every wit he possessed his wings to them. Theologians of the order of the gash, summoned from their experiments in the higher reaches of pleasure to bring their aged heads into a world of ruin and failure. He had left no part of the invocation ritual unobserved. No carpenter, eager for the fisherman's shoes, could have been more diligent. Even now the doorway was opening to pleasures no more than a handful of humans and even none existed, much less tasted. Pleasures which would redefine the parameters of sensation, which would release him from the dull round of desire, seduction and disappointment which indulged him from late adolescence. He would be transformed by that knowledge. No man could experience the profundity of such feeling and remain unchanged. It was as if the world he had occupied for 29 years had ceased to exist. The world of birds wasn't vast black birds caught in perpetual tempest. That was all the simple native of province from which even now the acolytes were coming. But it was in confusion and full of brittle, broken things that rose and fell and filled the dark air with their flight. He stood in the darkness and said nothing. His tongue would not have spoken, and it was plain dead in his mouth. His imagination, no fertile when it came to trickery and theft, was impoverished in other regards. Why then was he so distressed to set eyes upon them? Was it the scar that covered every inch of their bodies, the flesh cosmetically punctured and sliced and manipulated, then dusted down with ash? Was it the smell of vanilla they brought him, the sweetness of which did little to disguise the stench? Or was it that as the light grew, and he scanned them more closely, he saw nothing of joy, green humanity in their maimed faces, only desperation, and an appetite that made his bowels ached to be voided. All that mankind knew, the order of the gash, he knew. Yet, he had expected something ridiculous. So he considered smelling of the numberless splendors they had access to. He had thought they would cover women at least, oiled women, milked women, shaved and muscled for the act of love, their lips perfumed, their thighs trembling to spread, their buttocks weighty the way he liked them. He had expected signs and languid bodies spread on the flowers underfoot like a living carpet, had expected virgin whores whose every crevice was his for the asking, and whose skills would press him upward, upward to undreamt of ecstasies. The world would be forgotten in their arms. He would be exalted by his lust instead of despised for it. But no women, no sighs, only these sexless things with their corrugated flesh. The first of them stared at him with its all too naked eyes. What have you dreamed? The question, put so boldly, confounded him. How could he hope to articulate the nature of the phantasms his libido had created? He was still searching for words when one of them said, "This world, it disappoints you?" "Pretty much," he replied. "So," he said, "you know what I've dreamt about. You can supply the pleasure." The thing's face broke open, its lips curling back, a baboon's smile. "Not as you understand it."